What's one habit people think is normal but you find secretly disgusting? Licking their fingers to turn a page. When I was a kid, I saw a murder mystery TV episode where the murderer put poison on the bottom corners of a book. The victim used to lick their fingers to turn a page, thus got poisoned and died. Believe it or not, that one episode has had a long-term effect on me that even after 30 years I can't ever do this, and not think weird when someone else does it. This was the one that instantly came to my mind for me. It's so weird that most people do not find this disgusting. Had a doctor do this the other day on a recent visit. Even weirder, she was wearing a mask and she slipped her hand under the mask to lick her fingers to flip through papers before handing them to us to take home. I did not ask her the reason for the mask to know if she was avoiding germs or trying not to spread hers, but either way, it was super odd and weirdly inconsistent. Coughing or sneezing without covering their mouth. The amount of people that do this in the open with no shame disgusts me. Or coughing or sneezing into their hand and going about their day touching everything with their germ hand. One of the nice side effects of COVID was people actually giving each other space. It was lovely while it lasted. I'd have a shiver run down my spine anytime I was working a cashier job and an older woman pulled out money from her bra to pay for something. Or when they licked their fingers while counting the bills. Retail hell, I don't miss it. Not really normal per se, more a result of laziness. But littering, here in the UK there's so much litter on the streets and main roadsides, it's absolutely awful. Everyone's litter ends up in our bloody front garden every morning cause of the wind. It's disgusting. I'm in the US, but it's appalling here too. One of my favorite parts about having moved out to a rural area is that other people's trash doesn't blow into my yard. Went back to a big city to visit family last week and my 8-year-old kept pointing out all the litter and graffiti, and she was just like, "Why would people do that?" Why indeed, my dear. Being on the phone while also trying to engage in conversation with another person. I have a teenage niece staying with me this school year, and it drives me insane how she will come into the kitchen, converse with me for a while, and then start off on some completely unrelated topic that I only eventually figure out is her talking to a friend that she was on a call with the whole time. This is insane behavior to me. I was once sharing a bag of Cheetos with a friend. Most of us know that after a bit, you get the Cheeto dust on your fingers. I watched my friend suck the Cheeto dust off of their fingers and then dip back into the bag. I was horrified. In an instance of sharing, the licking the Cheeto dust off of your fingers signifies that you are done snacking. No more dipping into the bag. After they did that, I just gave them the bag. I was so disgusted. A colleague was eating some crisps recently and another colleague asked for one. He reached into the bag, grabbed a few, ate them, picked his nose and ate it, then reached back into the bag for more. She didn't manage to stop him in time, so just have him the rest of the bag. People not washing their hands before they cook or eat. Or not washing their hands in general. Talking on the phone while sitting on a public toilet. Always tempted to shout, "He is taking a shit," so the person on the other end knows. I like to flush multiple times and say, "Oh geez, oh golly," in a Midwest at a decent volume when in this situation. The person on the phone in a public restroom should be embarrassed as fuck. They're probably muted. But if not, I hope the person on the other end hears me. A lack of habit, not washing or cleaning their phone and phone case. Loud chewing. Blowing out birthday candles. Congrats, now we all get a slice of your spit cake. You're all out here eating buttholes, but are worried about a little spit? People who let their dogs lick their face. As much as I love my dog, I think this is very unhygienic, and has become normalized to some people. Spitting at the sidewalk for no reason. I don't like seeing random puddles of saliva on every walk I have. Wearing shoes in the house. If someone repeatedly burps out loud on a stream I'm watching, I'll quit. You'd be surprised how many. Masturbating in public seems pretty uncool. I live in NYC, it's commonplace here. Some people do massive sniffles or snorts in my office. Pretty frequently. It's the reason I wear headphones. Parents wiping their kids' faces with spit. Calling partner daddy, mommy as well, but other people find it disgusting too. Biting fingernails. I don't know if this really counts as something that's considered normal. Pretty much everyone I know who bites their nails wishes they didn't. They try not to and they resist and they've worked really hard, but it's a compulsion and something they end up giving into unconsciously, or sometimes they're just really stressed and they can't keep fighting it. So I've got sympathy for those who do bite their nails. Talking too much during a concert. If you're not listening to the music, just go to a bar. Public displays of religion. Coffee and a cigarette at the same time. It's almost like they're trying to create the worst smelling breath of all time. I don't smoke anymore, but that is a glorious combination if you partake. Strangers, mostly elderly people, who feel the need to touch my arm or shoulder when they are talking to me. It happens way more often than you think. I work in service, so I get that quite a bit from customers, mostly elderly. Letting other people know they're trying for a baby. All I hear is, "We're having tons of unprotected sex, you guys." I don't need to know. Just tell me when pregnancy is underway. I'll figure out how it happened on my own. Oh my God, finally someone who agrees. It always grossed me the hell out when folks post about trying for a baby. Like, if it's a close friend, that's one thing. But your cousin on Facebook letting the whole family know? Nope. Very long nails, how do you wipe your butt? The videos of people preparing raw meat with super long nails make me want to throw up. So unsanitary. Not disgusting, but definitely rude when someone accepts a long phone call on their cell while they are a passenger in your car. Filming people's misfortune for clout instead of actually doing anything to help them. Putting the sound of your phone on full blast while in public annoys the fuck out of everyone around you. Letting dishes sit for days. Don't closing the lid when they flush the toilet at home. You have your toothbrush in there. Reminds me of this Mythbusters. After confirming that a toilet flush does emit an aerosol spray, Adam built a rack to hold 44 toothbrushes at various distances from the toilet in the shop, as well as 2 controls kept in the office. Each day, Adam and Jamie exposed the brushes to toothpaste and rinsed them with distilled water, with brushing with a pair kept right above the toilet bowl. Fecal coliforms were indeed found on all the test brushes, including the control ones, but none at a level high enough to be dangerous. A microbiologist from UCSF confirmed that such coliforms were impossible to completely avoid, and that there was no significant difference in the number of bacteria based on where the toothbrushes were placed in respect to the toilet bowl. This surprising result prompts the narrator to proclaim, "Some myths are best left unanswered." Not washing their hands after using the bathroom. 90% of people believe you should wash your hands after using the bathroom, but only 60% actually do. I don't understand how people can do that and be okay. I don't feel comfortable using my hands on anything until I'm sure my hands are clean. Sitting on or putting your things on public floors, and then going home and sitting on your sofa or laying on your bed with your outside clothes on. Kissing. I really dislike things near my face, and pushing your wet mouth against me does not make me happy. Props for being one of the few things listed so far that people actually think is normal. Let's join our digestive tubes. Using the toilet and then leaving shit stains at work. I'm sure they don't at home. Why do it at work? What are you supposed to do though? Most relatively public restrooms don't have brushes, i.e. If you're cooking and tasting the food as you go, why would you directly eat from the utensils you're using to stir? Or put your finger directly into the pot? Or reuse the same tasting spoon? It's one thing if you're just cooking for yourself, but doing that is straight up nasty if you're cooking for other people. I see this all the time, and that's why I don't eat everybody's food. Bringing non-service animals into any place that prepares food. Please keep your emotional support hamster at home. I see people kissing their pets' feet. This is especially gross with cats. Think about their litter box. Inserting cucumbers into the rectum. I'm more of a squash kind of person. People who smack their lips and slurp on their fingers to lick all the sauce off and eat with their open mouths, chewing like a horse. Always hate to see or hear them like this. Flossing anywhere but the bathroom. Teaching kids that an invisible and all-knowing entity is judging their every move and will set them on fire forever if they don't grovel enough. Yawning and not covering their mouth. I don't need to see all your dental work. My husband does this possibly on purpose now cause he knows I hate it. If I'm within arm's reach of him during a yawn, I poke him on the tongue cause he's paralyzed mid-yawn, just to make a pointless point. He hates it. So I guess that makes us even. This is how marriage works, right? Letting dogs piss and shit just about anywhere outside. Touching your face after touching a public handle. Walking barefoot in public. Using air hand dryers in the restroom has always grossed me out. It may not be true, but I heard once that they just grow bacteria and then blast it all over your hands, and haven't been able to use one since. Passing around a vape and just sucking from the same one as everyone else. I once had a group of fairly new friends look at me crazy when I declined to taste an ice cream cone they were passing around or sharing. Leaving crumbs, food scrapings, or unnecessary garbage on the table for the waiters or waitresses to clean after. Seriously, their jobs are already hard enough. Spitting water out of your mouth in a public pool. What's a habit you find secretly disgusting? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.